Okay, welcome to the call, everyone. This is the recognition call, first Wednesday of every month, and this is for the recognition period of June. But yes, of course, we do it in July. So welcome to everybody that's jumped on the call. I know it's freezing. I know there's great television shows on. I know it's school holidays. I know it's winter. So I really appreciate every single person that's got on the call tonight to really celebrate all the recognition and amazing things that Live Life Live Free team have been doing. So that is actually should be June there. Sorry, that's a typo. So we had up 343 members joined our team. So we're now sitting at 24,881 members, which is awesome. We had 34 new consultants. We had 3 new managers and 1 new director. And we had 4 people enter a new circle advancement, so a new pay level. So we can have a look at all our amazing consultants here. We've got Amy, Angela, Anna, Annette, Bing, Campbell, Carly, Cherie, Donna, Elise, Emma, Gabby, Greg, Heather, Jess, Jessica, Jody, Julia, Catherine, Kristen, Laura, Louisa, Lucy and Tim, Michelle, Nicole, Rosanna, Ross, Sanesh, Shannon, Stacy, Susan, and Vanessa. So welcome. So for those people that are new onto the call, what a consultant is that you've got 2 new customers. They're each ordering 100 business volume worth of product, and one of them is on your left sales team and one of them is on your right sales team. So effectively, these people have all kick-started their businesses. And then managers is when you get 2 of your personally enrolled to enroll 2 of their personally enrolled. So you're actually creating 2 consultants. And we had Lana, who went Crystal Manager. So she did that within a 60-day period. And we also had Kirsty Handrick and Tamra Mia. So congratulations to you guys. That's really, really awesome. And we had 1 new director rank advancement, which was Nicole Margs. She worked her absolute butt off to get there. I spoke to her 1 week and she only had 2 consultants, and within about 7 days she'd done it. She created all those consultants. So for those of you that are new on the call tonight, a director is someone that has created 6 personally enrolled consultants. So it's that 6, and they've enrolled their 2 people. So well done, Nicole. We didn't have any executives pop this month, but that's okay. We did have some people reach a new pay rank, and this is, again, the people that are new onto the call, this is what we call a new circle advancement. So when someone is a silver circle, they're either consultant, manager, or director. If they're in the golden circle, they're an executive. So we have 1-star silver circles pop up, which is approximately, if they're paid as their rank, consistently over the year, they're earning around $31,200, and that would be Lana, well done, Rebecca Popovic, and Sarah Benson. So well done to those people. We also had a 2-star. So a 2-star is approximately earning $62,400 per annum, and that was Veronica Besnard. I hope I said that right. So well done to you guys. That's absolutely awesome. It means that you're impacting a lot of lives with what you're doing. We had some massive enrollers this month. So well done to anyone that made this list, which is our top enrollers list. Lana pops up again with 16 enrollments. Well done. Anna and James are taking the UK by storm with 13 new enrollments. And Ben Murdoch, a new member to Live Life Live Free, he came in as a 3rd top enroller with 9. And I know Ben's on the call, so well done, Ben. And you can also see there's some great other massive rank enrollers there with Danielle on 8, 7 enrollments with Amelia, Annabelle, and Ebony. And I know Ebony's really punching out those launch parties, so well done there. 6 enrollments, Natasha, Rebecca, and Veronica again. 5, we had lots of people enrolling 5. We had Caroline, Chelsea Wood, Laurie Pass, Nicole Marg, Sally Walters, so well done. And 4, we've got Annie and Troy, Carly, Cassandra, Eve, Malika, and Patricia in the UK. So well done to anyone that made this top enrollers list. And out of 300, and I think I said 334 new members, this is a massive effort from just a handful of people. So top developers I really like to recognize, because they don't always come up in the reports, and they're a little hard to get, to be honest. My husband painstakingly goes through our reports to find out who is actually helping their people rank advance, because that's what this business is all about. It's about building deep. So people that rank advance, they're personally enrolled more than twice. We had Annabelle Lott, and Annabelle helped one person rank advance to manager and one person rank advance to consultant. So well done to Annabelle. David and Lisa, you helped two people rank advance to consultant. Absolutely well done. Emma Carrera, one person rank advance to the 1-star silver circle, and another person to a consultant. Well done. Emma McKeeler heading up her team with 2 new consultants made. Myself and my husband helped one person get to director and one person to consultant. Natasha Jessup helped one person rank advance to crystal manager and one person to consultant. And we also had Pip, who had helped one person rank advance to manager. So well done, the people that come up on this list. It means that you're really, really helping your team, or your personally enrolled team. And this is where we actually start to earn a lot of money with our bonus pools and a lot of competitions that Isogenics run. So that's just a clue for those of you on the call to really help your personally enrolled team. So I'd really like to recognize, I had a hard time finding the team member of this month, because I really feel like our team has got into massive action, which is just in time, because summer's going to be around the corner and there's going to be people really wanting to do Isogenics with you. But winter can be a little bit of a tough month, but I still see people out there. They're doing launch parties, they're coming to the events, they're posting consistently on social media, and there's a lot of people that I do want to recognize tonight. I know that Jenny Morgan had her first launch party. She bit the bullet and she did it. And I know Sally and her team has had 5 new enrollments last month. So well done to them. We also had Leanne, who headed up her own first launch party, Leanne Doherty. She came to Super Saturday. She got fire in her belly and off she went running. So, kudos to her. I know that Emma McKeeler's team are really in the trenches at the moment, and they're really building with launch parties as well. We've got Ebony, Malika, so well done to them. Dave and Lisa Mosdale just been outstanding. Dave just recently left his corporate job, and those guys are really working with their teams. I can see it. I can see their cycles improving. I can see that they're rank advancing their team. So well done. Kate and Peter Graham, they're over in the UK and they're really assisting the team in building. Lana, who's come up in so many of our reports, she's just new to the Live Life Live Free team. She's rank advancing. She's rank advancing her team. She's enrolling like a demon, and she's being mentored by Sandy Golder and Natasha Jessup. Went out there and did a launch for her a couple of weeks ago, and they're just a great little team. We've got Anna Francis, who continues to build into the UK. I think she's back in New Zealand now. Chelsea and Woody did a great social media training that they popped up on the group. I didn't even have to ask them. They just did it. They just used an initiative, which is awesome. Linda Ward also did her first launch party, and for the first time in 3 years, I'm seeing her be consistent. And there's so many others of you out there, and I just don't know what you're doing, so I don't want you to think that I'm not recognizing you, but I wanted to recognize the people that I do know because they're reporting to me or they're coming back at me, because you've really stepped up. But this girl on the screen here is Christina Lorich, and I want to give it to her this month. And Christina's not coming up in the reports, so to speak. She's not a top enroller. But Christina is just one of those girls that in the background is there supporting absolutely everybody. She is getting more enrollments than I've ever seen before. This girl, I can honestly say, she's my personally enrolled, but I've been mentoring her and her husband for going on 3.5 years, and I've never heard her say a bad thing or a negative thing. She's never wanted to stop. She's never had an ounce of doubt. She's an ISOBody challenge finalist, so she's the product of the product. I really wanted to give it to her. She's been going through a rough time with her mum, but despite all of the life getting in the way, her and her husband have continued to build this business. They're enrolling people, they're staying consistent, and she's just starting to pay off and see some rewards. So well done, Christina, for this month, team member of the month. Bonus pools. Wow. Like, we've gone from having no one show up in the bonus pools to this month we had Sandy and Richie Golder show up in the executive pool. We had Kirsten Clark show up not only in the executive pool but also in the director pool. And we also had Kimberly Mills show up in the director pool. So well done. These guys just means that their cycles are improving, their business is building, and, you know, our top bonus pool payout was Kirsten Clark, and she got about $850 into her bank account just as an extra. So well done, Kirsten. Kirsten and Chandel have both qualified for the Success Summit. So that round one now, for the first half of the year, has closed, but you can work towards the next half of the year. So they're being flown to Sydney, being given some amazing training by the top company leaders. On, you know, now they've got to executive, how do they manage their business from here on in? And I've seen people, you know, get to that executive and then drop right back. So the company has popped this initiative in just to allow you guys to really equip you with the skills to take your business to that next level and keep it at executive. So well done, guys. It's not an easy feat to stay paid as executive for 3 consecutive weeks, but you did it, and well done. The winners of the Vegas trip was Laurie Pass, Nicole Marks, Malika, and Kate and Peter Graham. I'm really excited about taking these guys to Vegas. We've got helicopter rides. We've got an exclusive training with Kathy Coover in her suite. You know, we've got dinner in the Eiffel Tower restaurant. We're going to have an absolute ball staying 5-star in the Hilton. So absolutely cannot wait. Everyone that entered that barrel was full, by the way. There were so many entries from enrollments and launch parties and action, and I'm loving seeing the energy come from this. And these are our winners, but you're all winners. I hope you realize that in the long run, because what you've done to get into the barrel is actually building you that long-term residual income if you look after your clients and your customers. And who knows, next year you could have the funds to fly 4 of your team to Vegas. So just some company updates. The 3 for free shipping is over, which I'm so glad about because I could never get my tongue around that. 3 for free. But we've got a new company initiative, which is in July. We have free membership in the first 2 weeks. So what that is for new members over 195 BV in Australia and 186 BV in New Zealand, they're going to get free membership. Now, for those people that enroll on a pack that already contains free membership, they'll get a further $25 off at checkout. So that's an amazing initiative from the company. Thank you very much. Just if you don't know, I know you've probably had lots of complaints about your cleansers, where their cleanse is rock hard. Or there's an alternative now, and that's Cleanse for Life in liquid form. So that's now available in your back office. We've also got the Winter Winners Club, and this is basically, I'll just show you on the next slide. June, July, and August is when it runs. Now, June is obviously over now, and I know a lot of our team are in the exclusive Facebook group. We're going to get a live training with Kathy Coover and merchandise. In July, you have to enroll 4 new customers on that order of 195 BV in Australia or 186 BV in New Zealand. Now, you have the ability to do that. The company have actually given us a $25 discount now, so you should really be able to push for this and get your 4 new enrollments in July. What you're going to receive is $100, a further $100. Apart from your PIBs, apart from your cycles, apart from your residual income, you're going to receive another $100 product coupon. You're going to receive a summer kickoff event ticket. Oh my God, like that is just so generous. Exclusive training with Rod Hairston, and he's the developer of the Healthy Mind and Body. And you're also going to get an entry into the grand prize draw. So that's what you should all be working towards. The last team call that I did, it was all on KPIs and goals. These should be your KPIs. So we have our 4 core Isogenics events. We have Celebration, we have ISA Uni, University in Action, and Summer Kickoff. So what you're looking towards next is ISA Uni, which is in Melbourne, and that's the weekend after next. So if you haven't got your tickets, I really encourage you all to get there. ISA Uni is all about building the skills of a network marketer. So they're going to go over the compensation plan. They're going to go over how you create consultants. I'm going to go over that actually. I'll be there presenting. They're going to go over, product facts. It's just really those core skills that you're going to need to build your Isogenics business. So if you haven't been to an ISA Uni before, I really strongly suggest that you get there. Sorry, I'm sounding terrible. And also in September, we have Summer Kickoff. And Summer Kickoff is just an awesome way to kick your business off into the start of summer. Again, we're going to have some key training. There's lots of partying to be had. So that's on a Saturday and Sunday in Brisbane. So again, make sure that you get your tickets or enroll your 4 people and get your tickets for free. I still suggest you buy one. Because at every event you should encourage to have 2 new team members with you at any event. So making sure that you win your ticket but you invest that back into your team would be a really smart business move. So that's all of the formal sort of recognition. And again, I'm just going to stop sharing my screen for a minute. I really think that what we've done this month is amazing. And as I said, I can see the activity really picking up in the team, which really excites me, especially going into winter. So what I want to go over now, and I haven't got any slides prepared, but it's pretty evident to me when people come to me or ask for help, it's generally when they're in overwhelm. And when they're in overwhelm, they start to flap. Does anyone nod your head if you're just like flapping around? There's a lot of flapping happening. Okay, so when you're starting to flap, we become really underproductive. We feel like we're busier, but we're actually underproductive. And with this business, the reason I was able, and for those of you who don't know me, I was able to build this business to a 5-star income. 5-star is around $6,000 a week. So I was earning $6,000 a week whilst I had a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, and I was working 56 hours a week. So if you're on this call and you're thinking, I'm too busy for this, I really suggest that you stay on the rest of the call, because the reason I built so quickly is because we had systems in place. And I did get to a stage, though, where my business grew so quickly and it was kind of like out of control, like when the weeds happen and it's just like out of control. You don't even know how your garden got like that, that I had to sit for a while and learn a really hard lesson, which was the lesson of retention. And the reason I believe I didn't have retention in my business is because we were so focused on acquisition, but we were very little focused on how do we care for the customer. Now, 80% of your business is going to be customers, just people using the products. You're going to have 15% that are going to tell you that they want to do the business and they're going to share here and there. And you're going to have 5% of people, perhaps even smaller, that are going to really go for this. Okay. And they don't need that much coaching, to be honest. They're just going to do it. The systems are in there. They're going to do it. So I know that for a long time, I was just concentrating. I was using 80% of my energy on these 20% of people, the people that wanted to do it, the people that were already going to do it with or without me. And I'd forgotten about the 80%. So what I want to teach you tonight is a system that will assist with the retention of your team. Okay. If you don't have a system, and the first question I ask people is, well, what do you do with people? And someone does this and someone does that and someone does this and someone does that. And it's like a dog's breakfast. And then I say, well, is that system written down? No. Well, it's not a system that's ever going to duplicate. So I've made 5 executives, but I've got like 30, and they are 4 levels deep. So that suggests that you have duplication in your business. But if you're not made an executive yet and you're not finding that you're getting managers, directors, and executives into your 4 levels deep. So when I mean 4 levels deep, I mean you enroll number 1 enrolls number 2 enrolls number 3 enrolls number 4. If you're not getting that next stage leadership come through on that 4th level, chances are you do not have duplication in your business yet. So this may or may not be for you, but I want to take you through it because I'm getting a lot of people say, oh, I've got, I've enrolled so-and-so, now what, Hyde? Now what? Now what? And it's like, well, haven't you learnt the system? No, I haven't learnt the system. So I just want to take you through a really quick system that will free up your time, allow you to connect more and bring more people in, and also allow a safety net for those people that are in your system to still feel coached if perhaps one day, like today, you get a head cold and you can't be there for them. So I'm going to share my screen again with you, and you have to excuse my desktop. I actually did clean it up, so it's as good as it gets. And if you want, you can, I want you to go to the Live Life, Live Free Business group. Sorry, my internet's decided to go slow. And if you go to the files, you will see there is a file called 5 Steps to Set Up a New Customer. There's also Live Life, Live Free, New Customer Setup. So if you go to the 5 steps to setting up a new customer, and you might be in Team Elevate or a different team, and they may have a different system. So I really suggest with whichever team you're in, you go and, you speak to Loz, and she will have a system, but learn a system, okay? So I'm just going to download that just to show you my 5 simple steps. Okay. So I know that's not very big, but step number 1 is that you send a welcome text. And again, in the file section, there's one there for you that you can cut and you can paste. Step number 2 is that you do an orientation call. So when their box arrives, you do a Zoom call like this, like a face-to-face, and you have a third person that shares their story. Now, that person doesn't have to stay on the call forever, but you want to link that person up with a third person. 1, for that third-party validation, and 2, because they already have a story in their head about you. They already know, they're already thinking that they're going to fail this. They're already having doubts. Once they've bought the pack until when it arrives 4 or 5 days later, they've had heaps of doubts. Perhaps they've had naysayers. Perhaps they've looked online and seen some bad articles, and, they've really freaked themselves out. So connect them with someone that has a similar goal, achieved a similar goal to what they want to achieve. So, if you've got someone that needs to lose 30 odd kilos, then don't link them up with an athlete. Link them up with someone that's lost a great deal of weight so that they're feeling belief in these products. If you're unsure how to do the orientation call, it is taped on our YouTube channel. If you are busy, or I know we all have those cleanses where we just can't connect with them, they don't want to get on the phone with you, send them the orientation call. I've done it for you. Okay, but it is better to do it person to person. Okay, step number 3 is that you're gonna go through, and this is the other file here. I'll just bring it up. The customer setup. So there's a lot of people that want to know how to coach. Now, there is a new associate checklist in our back office. It isn't up to date in terms of our new packs, but this is just taking a little while to download. But what I've developed and people are using is a coaching checklist. So it'll tell you on day 1, go through this. On day 2, go through this. On day 3, go through this. Then we skip a few days. On day 7, go through this. I don't know why it doesn't want to download. I've got a saved copy. I'll just bring it up. Okay. So you're putting the customer name, you're finding their 3 health goals. It can't just all be about weight loss or all be about muscle gain. They need to have some health goals. Is there energy in there? Is there improved sleep in there? When their auto ship is due in their first cleanse day. So on enrollment, this is what we do. When their box arrives, this is what we do. On days 1 to 5, this is what we do. So this is a checklist. This is like foolproof. So this is something that you can give your downline that tells them exactly what to do, so that you're not spending time teaching them a system that's in your head that you change every other day. Because if it's in your head and you know you don't set them up correctly, chances are they're not going to set their people up correctly either. So step number 3 is that I keep this document in a folder, and I have dividers 1 to 30, their first 30 days, so where they are. And every day I just flick through that. And look, let's be honest. The top enroller, I think, had, was it 14 enrollments? That's a lot of enrollments, but most people may enroll about 4 people a month. So, you know, you might have someone in every week. It's not a massive, huge, painstakingly task. You just go through that, who's in their first 30 days, where they're up to, and what you have to do in terms of connecting with them. Some of these coaching things are just going to be via text message. That's absolutely fine. But the more you can get someone in front of someone, the better. This is when your relationship will start to grow, and that's when someone will stick. You can also, I encourage you also to go to www.livelifelive.free.com. This is a team website, okay, that I developed for you, okay? And if you go to start here, and actually in the welcome text message that I've set up for you guys, it already tells them to do this. We have all the packs that they can unlock. So the ultimate pack here, we've got the orientation call, we've got the weight loss packs, we've got the healthy aging packs, we've got the energy packs. We've also got the PDFs there, so they've actually got the guides as well if they miss them in their box. How to enter the IsaBody challenge, like this is a great starting page for them to explore. But what I want you to see is just this: have you received your magic box? Now, I know quite a few of my new people, because I've taught them, because this wasn't available before, is they're putting their cleansers in here. So when they start, they're putting their first name, last name, and their email address, and they're subscribing them. Now, in the welcome text, it does actually tell your cleansers to go and do that for themselves, but obviously we have to check because people miss stuff. So what that allows you to do is to, in the background, magically what happens is that they're getting sent a 30-day funnel. And that funnel is a coaching funnel. That funnel comes from the entire team. There's not one from me, where it's basically telling you, you know, about your auto ship. It's telling you about the IsaBody challenge. It's telling you about how to change your auto ship. It's telling you about symptoms that you're gonna have. It's telling you about snack ideas. It's actually a really amazing tool for people that just do not have time to have that personal coaching. Now, do I think it replaces personal coaching? No, it doesn't. And the whole reason people stick with you is because of the service that you've given them. And that doesn't always come from a 30-day funnel, but it is a safety net. So if you set someone up like that, chances are they're going to set someone up like that, and they're going to set up someone like that, and vice versa. And that's when you're going to start to see that duplication in your business. So the website has calls and resources. So there's a lot of people that say to me, where do I find that call, Heidi, that you did? We will start to archive them, but if you go to our YouTube channel, it'll take you to all our calls that we do, and they'll be all there listed for you. There's also the ANZ SoundCloud that you can listen to. Links you to Isagenix Business and the ANZ podcast. Bit about Healthy Minded Body, bit about the IsaBody challenge, also linking you to Isagenix Health and Isa products. So all of those links are there for you as well. The business links, there's not really much there at the moment, just my millionaire story, and some wealth, you know, just some things off Isagenix, and Again, just some people that are earning money within our team. And then we have our team recognition, which I've just gone through tonight. So it's nice to have your name up in lights there every month. And then meet the team. So if you've got prospects and you're wanting to lead them to a tool, perhaps a good tool is to lead them to here, where you're going to see videos, and you're also going to see stories of people that have used our products and having amazing results. Now, if you want to feature yourself on this website, it is open. All I need is a 30-second story from you that can be written, or it can be taped, and you two can have, be up on our team website. I'd love to have you there. So that after that, you throughout their 30 days, you just check in with the document, and that's basically, and it sounds so simple because it is simple, that is how you would coach someone through their first 30 days. So what do you think? What have you got some, has people been I'd love to hear from people that are using it, and I'd love to hear from some people that didn't know about it and just is like, oh my God, like that's amazing. Or I would like to know if anyone hates it. I'd like to know, I'd like to get some feedback.
I love it. I love the emails. I put them in myself on their day one, because not everybody starts on the same day. Like some people will get their box on a Friday and they don't want to start till Monday. So I always just enter it myself. I love the emails. But one thing I definitely wanted to know was, after that first 30 days, what do you like, what's your process in terms of following up with them? Like, sometimes people don't want to share because they haven't got their results or whatever it may be. Like, what's your steps in keeping into contact with your cleansers after their first 30 days?
Okay, so I guess during that first 30 days, you're going to build a massive relationship, and that's the idea. The more face-to-face, the more talking and interaction that happens, that's the more relationship. So you're going to know what level of support someone's going to need past that 30 days. So for a product user, it may just be checking in every 3 to 4 weeks, to be honest. And now in that folder that I have, and the reason I don't use whiteboards is because I can't travel with a whiteboard. And also my 4-year-old likes to wipe them clean sometimes, so I lose people. So I have that folder, and my first 30 days, I'm checking that every day, like who do I need to contact? And then in the back, under A to Z, I put them alphabetically after their first 30 days. And during that, I just flick through every now and then, and I'm just writing on the back of it, like when I touch base with them, what they spoke about. So, that's I probably check in with them once a month. They always know I'm there. I'm always interacting with them on Facebook, showing interest in their life, because I generally am interested in their life. They're my friends. And from there, we just, it's just like, I don't think that there's a process, Chelsea, or not one that I've ever found that works. It's just always being there and being available. I think that's the biggest thing, is just being available. And they know you're available. If you're present on the groups and you're present on social media and you're checking in with them and you're commenting on their photos, they know you're available and they know you're there. And I think that's when people start to reach out. Does that make sense? Does that really answer your question?
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm just going back because there were some questions. Everyone can follow a plan. The plan's there. Oh, yes, Emma. That's good. Anna, you can use, Anna's question was, why don't we use the new associate checklist? You absolutely do. I guess where I was finding people were overloading everyone in that first call. It was taking an hour and a half, and then they were leaving them for 30 days. So I guess I just used everything that was on the new associate checklist, and I just broke it up into a 30-day coaching just to give people some more direction. But you absolutely can use any Isogenics, the new associate checklist. If you're comfortable with that and it's working and you're getting duplication in your team, then I encourage you, not to change anything yet. but for those people that are struggling, and most people feel that they can't do this business because it's too much time is spent on it. And so I just wanted to show people that there was a quick and easy way, and this is basically how you coach people through your first 30 days. Yeah. Awesome system. How do you support people who aren't on Facebook? Linda, I've just signed one up. I don't know the answer to that. I love plugging them into the email funnel, so they're still going to get that sort of support. And what I love is that a lot of it is just video from the team. It's just really nonchalant. It's not photoshopped. It's just normal people. So they're meeting the team as they go through those 30 days. They're relating to their stories. So I guess you can only do what you can do. You can encourage them. I say I've got an amazing support forum. I'd love you to be involved, but there's people that just don't use Facebook. So if you need any files from the group, then copy and paste them in emails. Still coach them the same way in terms of, taking them through the IsoBody Challenge, taking them through Healthy Mind and Body, taking them through the orientation call. But yeah, they don't get the forum support, and I guess you just need to be a little bit more available. And Ben says he copies and pastes them into a message group. Yeah, perfect. Bridget says that she texts them, and she's fun. They don't use the internet. So you can do that. You can text those files. Epic, but you can. Yeah. So is there anyone that went from not using this system to using the system and found that, improvements happened in their business? Crickets. I've definitely seen a difference since when I've implemented it. I find that I'm definitely not as overwhelmed. My retention rate is very good. And I'm finding that I'm getting deeper, quicker in my second center than what I did before. I tended to build a bit more wide before. But yeah, I'm definitely noticing a difference with people that are using it. Yeah. Anyway, I guess, I don't want to keep you too long, but are there whilst you've got me, and this is the team training call where you have availability to me, so is there any questions that you, related or unrelated, that you'd like to ask? You're an interactive bunch today. You have to unmute yourself.
I've got a question.
Okay, Linda, thank you.
I've got a few people who came to a launch recently who only want to use the shakes. And so they really nearly got to a pack, and then they're just like, and it's come back to objections and things like that. And they're just still on the shakes. And I'm reluctant to, because I feel like they'll never go up from the shakes once they start. But I also am torn between that and meet them where they're at. And I don't want to just overly push it. And so I don't know whether to leave it or to push it
So what I usually say to people is I'd get them on a 3-way, but I know I did that launch party for you. So, just have posture about yourself and say, you know what, I can actually sell you and get you absolutely anything you want. But I know the goals that you have, and I know a shake won't meet those goals. They're going to plug your nutritional deficits, but they're not really going to give you those results that you want, better sleep, from my experience, people that use it as a system get far quicker results. But I'll support you, and I know it's really important to meet people where they're at, and perhaps you just don't have the belief in the products yet. But if you can plug them into the support group, I think they'll see the results all there, and people cleansing, and Ionics, like you couldn't go a day without Ionics, right? So, yeah, it's just about the education. But I always say to people, look, I'll get you whatever you want. If you want one cleanse pot, that's, I'm here to service, but I'm also here to educate you, and I'm also here to let you know that I don't want you to waste your money. This is a system, and so, it needs to get your results, you need to use the system. And like Heidi said at the launch party, this system isn't something that moves on to a maintenance into your lifestyle. This is just a 30-day reboot, and that's what you need.
Thank you. That's really helpful, actually.
And
Lots of good couple of one-liners. That's really good.
And I think sometimes you have to remember, like, for those of you on the call, I started with a 9-day pack and I failed. But if she'd said, nah, you need to do the 30-day pack, at that stage, I had no money. I had no belief in myself or the products or the company. And so if someone had discounted me, I wouldn't be here today. So it is really important as well to meet people where they're at, but it's all about the education process.
Thank you.
That's okay. Is there anyone else? Okay, well, next week we have a special guest, and we did have social media training with a guru lined up, but they've actually just cancelled on me and moved it till the next month after Vegas. So I'll have to line someone up, but if you've got any great ideas and you want to hear from somebody desperately, or you want some training on something desperately, give me a PM and I'll see what I can do. But thanks for joining the call tonight, and go get warm and get some ionics into you and sleep well. See you guys.